refreshed it. So hopefully that won't happen to you again. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's me.
I don't think so. I definitely think it's on my end. Okay. Because here's what's been weird. The last couple of nights, I guess probably a little bit before now, but the last two nights in a row, I'm watching TV, and it just freezes.
Huh.
And the and get this, the only way I can get it to turn off, I'm talking about I can't physically turn my TV off or anything. It
Huh.
is frozen in time. And the only way I could do it is going to the electrical box
Oh, wow.
and turning it off in that room to where it could restart itself. Craziest thing. So I'm
Reboot.
wondering if there's not something that's involved with on my end
Oh,
personally here.
yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
But
Maybe.
anyway, I apologize. I'm going to try our best to get this thing wrapped up. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway, so we were talking
Mm-hmm.
about the yoga, and this is a funny one. You got me on this yoga thing now. Um, my fiance is into. She does Pilates class every day.
Yeah.
So she'll be gone at 5:30, or she may work all day and go at a 4:30, whatever. She's very focused and dedicated to that, and I'm so proud of her for that. But she got me on this. I guess it's been probably close to a year now. Well, let's try yoga. I'm like, yoga? Are you kidding? I can't do some of these like twist mode. I can't. And so I would be hilarious to try to look at to see yoga, but that's my story. I'm sticking to it on the yoga thing. But
So
some of
yoga,
those moves, I'm like, I can't make my body do it.
but that's
Yeah,
not what yoga's for.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, everybody's trying to do these super gymnastic moves.
Hmm.
And as a yoga teacher,
Uh huh.
the first things I was taught was you want the class to be accessible so that people can't hold
Ah,
back. Because what you want is them to be on their mat,
there you go. Yeah.
breathing and doing exercises. So I mean, I worked at the vet hospital for a while, the Veterans Hospital,
Hmm.
and men that were paraplegics and quadriplegics
Wow.
could still do yoga.
Okay.
Now, it's not
Okay.
a type of yoga where people are doing splits and
Sure.
back bends and
Sure.
one-armed handstands, but they were able to root into their seat and lengthen up and slide their
Yeah.
shoulders
How
down their
cool.
back and engage their core and breathe.
Yeah.
Yoga is all about your breath flowing with
Ah.
your movement.
Okay. Okay. All
So
right.
there's lots of different kinds of yoga. I mean, I taught 2-year-olds and we play duck, duck, goose, but it's, namaste, om,
Yeah.
it's really
Isn't
can
that cool? How
yeah,
cool.
it can be anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Different versions of it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
sometimes
got you.
people need
I
help
got
with
you.
balance. Sometimes they need help with their core or they have tight hips. And
Okay.
I can go on and on and on, right? Because I've
Sure.
taught a lot
Sure.
of yoga.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, yoga doesn't have to be like what you see in a lot of those yoga.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. We were doing like some kind of, maybe it was a YouTube direct, instructor, on YouTube or something. So yeah, that makes sense. That don't give up on something, because there's different versions of it or a different way that they're teaching something.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
And
So
the
hopefully, people that
teacher,
are listening and out there and all that stuff that's hung in there with us, that's a great point. Because as human beings, sometimes we can do that to ourselves very easily, can't we? Just give up on something. That's not going to work.
yeah, like
Yeah.
our Zoom tonight.
Right. There you go. There you go. I'm
But
not giving up on this. Yeah.
but seriously, with
Yeah.
yoga, um, the teacher, it's harder online because the teacher, if they're not watching and they're just going through a
Mm.
flow,
Mm. Okay.
it's very different than if it's
Sure.
one-on-one and you can see them and you can say, give them different modifications that work for you.
Mm. There you go. Yeah. You can adjust. Yeah. having
Yeah.
them in person and all that good
You
stuff. That
need the
makes sense.
wall to
Yeah.
balance, use the wall or a chair. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tomorrow, it could be you're not drinking enough water or your mind is busy with balance. It's little
Could be a
things.
bunch of yeah. Could be a
Yeah,
bunch of different
it's
things.
life.
Yeah.
Just
Makes
life.
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, I get this feel very, very overwhelming that you're a very positive person,
Thank
very, very
you.
grounded.
I
All the
just
things that you're doing with the meditation and the yoga and all that has had to has it increased that in your life? Like those kind of things that I'm reading off of you, your positivity, all that stuff. Has it done that?
So meditation and breath work
Mm,
are really, really help me a lot.
yeah.
Meditation, it's just another word for prayer, right? So if you like to
Yeah.
pray, you pray. If you like to meditate, you meditate. It's
Mm,
just different words for the
sure.
same thing. And breathing really can help me if my mind is restless at night. They call it monkey mind in yoga or meditation. Breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth can really
Mm-hmm.
help me calm myself down and go to sleep and just get me more peaceful and definitely helps you ground. Yeah, breathing can really help. There's so many different kinds of breathing that'll
Yeah.
help you. And
Yeah.
some months one type of breath work works and then another day it won't, you
Oh,
know?
interesting.
Or like you can use the shower as a meditation or a prayer and just let the water touch your head and everything that's not going right in your day or your week or your month or your life, just let it all wash down into the drain, right? There's
Yeah.
a lot of different, really simple techniques you can use.
Yeah. Yeah. Fascinating. Fascinating. Well, you're freezing on me again, so we're gonna do our best to try to get through it this time. So let me kind of end with this, and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our best to get you on again in the near future. I hope that you'll grace us to do that. I apologize for all the problems, and this is not obviously this is not my forte, the technical side of it. But man, you've been a trooper, and I appreciate that so much. But I hope you'll grace us by being on again.
Oh, it would be my pleasure and my honor. You're
Yeah,
lovely. I've
we'll
been
get
lovely
this thing to
chatting.
work. There's a purpose to this happening the way it has. I
Yeah, it just
I've
means
got
we
to
get to
believe that
connect
anyway.
more than once.
I'm gonna make myself believe that's the reason. So
Sure.
anyway,
Just means I get to hang out with you a little bit more.
there you go. There you go. While we're talking about all that,
Yeah.
and you have a fantastic website, by the way, with all that
Oh,
good, great
thanks.
stuff on it. So
Thank
go
you.
ahead and tell folks that are sticking in there with us uh, all your social platforms and all that great stuff that they can find your work and see you and keep up with what you got going on.
Okay, so I'm on Instagram, Suzanne
Mm-hmm.
Snyder 33, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook. I'm still trying to figure out how to get that to have more people on it. So
Ah,
if I
okay.
don't friend you, it's not because I don't want to, it's because I can't get over 5,000 people on. And so I'm on Twitter. I think it's Suzanne Snyder 86, maybe I can
I
look.
think it's a one.
Oh, is
Why
it?
would I think it's a one in it? Maybe I'm crazy. I
No,
deal with so
probably because
many.
you're right and I'm wrong. I'll look.
Okay.
Yeah, Suzanne Snyder 09.
I was off. Yeah. I was off by 8 numbers.
Right.
There you go.
Suzanne
I don't know
Snyder
where I
zero
thought the
nine.
one came in. So,
And then I'm also on Twitter and I'm
mm-hmm.
gonna be doing, and I think that's just Suzanne Snyder, but I could be wrong about that. I don't, yeah, it's Suzanne Snyder 1. That's Twitter.
I
You
was
were
right.
right.
Okay.
Twitter.
There you go. I knew the one was, yeah. Like I said, I keep up and that, especially this time of the year with guests and writing emails. And I mean, I keep busy with this stuff.
I bet you
So anyway, yeah. So I knew. So yeah,
that.
it stuck out in my mind. That's it. When I
I love it.
sent all your stuff and hooked your address to it, that's why the one stuck out to me because we advertise like on our three main ones is
Oh,
Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. So anybody that we're going to have as a guest that are on any of those platforms, we attach their address to it. So
oh, okay.
that's where I knew that. So there
Yeah,
you
and
go.
then I have a website,
Right.
SuzanneSnyder.net. I don't go on there very much. I have to be really honest with you, so I apologize for that.
Well,
And then
it's very well done. Very well done
thanks.
and laid out.
And then I have a few shows. I've got some I have to look them up though, because I'm not very good at that. I have quite a few shows coming up. I've got one in September. Where are they? Let me look really fast. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Um, Let me see. September, I have one in, I think is that Niagara Falls, maybe?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Um, I'm looking. Sorry, guys, I should have had that
No,
ready.
that's okay. And I assume you're talking about like these
The
like
autograph show.
shows,
Yeah,
like movie
the
conventions and things.
conventions. Yeah. So I have
Okay.
one
Okay.
at the beginning, I guess. It's sorry.
No, no
Um,
worries.
Yeah, so I have three shows. And
Okay.
then I've
Yeah.
got a video game that came out for Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Wow. Okay.
And that was really fun.
I bet that was.
I got
Yeah.
to do,
How cool.
my voice and my character Debbie. And that I know that the hard
Or
copy,
for the video game.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
it was super
How
fun.
cool.
And
Yeah.
the hard copy's coming out in around Halloween, but
Okay.
on the computers and everything, that's already out. So I've been getting
Wow.
texts from, different, like Ed Kyoto, one of the producers said, "Are you playing? Because Debbie keeps killing me." So a lot of
Ah.
people are having fun playing that.
Right. Yeah,
And
that's
then I
cool.
was in a small film by Matthew Hirsch with Chrissy Fox. I play Chrissy Fox's mom
Okay.
in Botched. Yeah, and that's about it right now. I'm
Yeah.
still just, my daughter just graduated from college, and so now
Oh, fantastic.
I'll really start to think about what I want to do
That
more.
leads me into that. With 7 kids, is anybody wanting to get into that field of work?
I hope not. No, I don't think
Really?
so. None of them. My
Isn't that
one of
something?
my eldest birth son tried acting for a little bit, and then he made a pilot,
Hmm.
and it was excellent. And now he does social media for a startup. So
Wow.
that's about it.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they found their way in whatever they wanted to. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Um, you don't seem a bit disappointed in that they didn't go that direction.
No, I mean they
That's
should do
awesome.
whatever they want to do, whatever
Sure.
they love.
That's exactly right. That's what should happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So how cool. Yeah. So, and while we're on that topic, I wonder how many of them are um, pressured into doing it or feel like they're obligated to do it, along the way. And it kind of
Oh,
is like,
really?
this is not for me. This is
Mm,
miserable. I'm sure there's some out there.
I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure there
Yeah.
are.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. I thought out of 7 of them, I figured, oh, there's got to be some that have gone that direction. That's fantastic. Yeah. How
Yeah.
cool. How cool. Not that they're talented enough. I'm sure. I know they're talented enough. Just didn't have that urge, huh? To
They
go
just
that
didn't
direction.
have that burning desire to do
Yeah.
that. They wanted to do other
Did you
things.
have some musicians or any kind of that direction,
I
like when they
have
were
a
growing
few
up?
I have a few artists. I have
Okay.
a few that like
Cool.
to do art.
Right.
A lot of
Which is
athletes.
fantastic.
Yeah, of course, a lot of
Yeah.
athletes. Some very
Oh,
good singers,
awesome.
some that love to read.
Yeah. What
Um,
sports? What sports did they do?
um, Baseball and water
Oh,
polo, I would
oh,
say.
that's in my heart, big time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I haven't coached it. I was a football coach for 29 years.
Oh my goodness.
Middle school and high school,
Wow.
both combined together. Yeah, and I miss it. I've got to get that year 30. I keep talking myself into like, what was interesting about that, the year that I decided to retire from it, the kids that I coached said, "Coach, get you 30. Do one more." And I was like, "Nah, boys, I've got a grandson. I want to do things with him." And I missed it. I've got to get that. I've got to get back in it. I think at some point.
Hit your 30.
Yeah, just to feel like I've hit that mark that I wanted to do. So I
Yeah.
think I'll be kind of, not that I'm empty from. It's been a fabulous experience. How weird is this? I had to have a vehicle. It's a brand new vehicle. Had to have it turn. They had to have it in the shop today to replace a seat of all things. The seat's been acting up on it, so they ordered a new one to switch out. They come and pick me up this afternoon right before the show to come pick it up at the place. So they have the one of the guys come and pick me up to take me back to the dealership. And we get to talking. He said, You lived in Maryville? Really? Maryville? I said, yeah, I coached and taught there. He said, you don't know this certain, and he told this guy's name. And I was like, yeah, I coached him. He said, that's my cousin.
Oh my goodness.
He said, I can't wait to get home and text him tonight that I gave Coach Clark a ride. So, when you get into it, as long as I've been into it, you go down the beach like on vacation and, hey, Coach Clark. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm in a different state. It's happened.
That's so nice.
Sure it is. You feel like you hope you've made a difference or touched somebody in their lives along the way with so many people that I've been involved with for so many years, and that's why we do what we do. We hope we do anyway. We hope we touch people's lives in some way. So, yeah, that was a cool experience. So that young man, he's not young man anymore. He's got kids of his own now, but I'm going to, he's living, ironically, I moved back to I'm from this area all my life, but met my wife and moved off to East Tennessee, close to Knoxville, UT Knoxville, and was there 26 years and taught and coached at a little town called Maryville. That's right at the foothills of the Smokies. Beautiful, beautiful place. He has moved closer to Middle Tennessee where I'm at. Yeah, the matter of fact, the little town that he's living in is not very far from where I'm sitting now. So I am going to, this summer, he is running a successful business. I am going to make my way over and see him. So, you just never know, when you're just talking with people in a car.
Yeah.
What the connection might be. And that's just, that was a neat experience today that I had. So, it is such an honor that you stopped in, and I apologize for all the different problems that we had. And
thank you. And, we got to know each other. We got to spend some time together, guys.
Absolutely. So we will definitely, and we've done that a bunch of times where we've had, a matter of fact, we've had Diane Franklin on, I think 2 or 3 times. So
love her.
We definitely want to have you on again if you honor us by doing that.
I would love that. Thank you.
Absolutely. And then my buddy he's texted me and said I was stuck in dinner. So he apologized. So anyway, the family thing and the grandkids and all that, I want that to be top priority for him as well. So I get that big time.
Well,
so
I'm looking
anyway,
forward to meeting him next time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we'll have a great time, and he'll be so disappointed that he didn't have a chance to stop in and talk with you. But we'll do it next time for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you would stay right there, I'll kind of wrap it up. Let me run these sponsors real quick, and I'll get you out of here for the rest of your evening.
Okay.
DND Dynamite 80s would like to thank their sponsors: Jackie's Creations on Facebook, Riley Rhodes Art Designs at RileyRhodes.art on Instagram, Hudson's Flags and More, Nesting Project of Smyrna, Tennessee, PJG Marketing, Totally Cool 80s, and Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids. You can find all these great folks online. You most certainly can. And we're going to talk to Charlie Bubbles tomorrow night, actually. Charlie Bubbles is actually our good friend Paul Carafotis, who is an actor as well. You would know him in his All the Right Moves. He was Vinny the Vooch. He was right there, co-starred right beside, the Tom Cruise character. Craig T. Nelson and a ton of those guys in that movie. It's a fantastic movie. Paul's been a dear friend of this show, and I think this will be his second go around being on. So we're going to talk. He's doing some children's books now. He's an author and writes children's books of all things. So how cool! And we are a huge supporter of that program. We've actually donated to that program, and we talk about it and put it out quite a bit. Go see Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids, the foundation, online. Any money that you put into that foundation, they will buy a book for children that cannot afford a book. So it's just and as teachers, it's close to our heartstrings. We know, and we, both of us are grandparents, and we're blessed in that way. And we read to our grandkids, and we know how important it is. Please check out that. We're going to talk in detail about that tomorrow night with him. But once again, Susan, it has been an honor to talk with you, and got to kind of get to know you as a person, and that's cool. That makes a special day for me.
Yeah.
So I appreciate your time for sure.
Thank you very much.
So for DC, DH is out there somewhere, probably coming back in the van with all the grandkids and stuff. Be safe, and we'll brief you on this one later on. It won't be much briefing. She was a trooper, and I had tech problems. That'll be a quick brief with you, brother, on this one. But unfortunately, no, it's not unfortunate. We got through it, and we had a great time. I want to turn it into a positive. And thank you so much for your time. So this is DC from D&D Dynamite Age. We'll be back on our regular schedule tomorrow night. Paul Carafotis again. We'll be on at 7:30. And we'll be live from Nashville again. And as DC always kind of close out the show, keep playing those 80s, folks. And we'll see you next time.
And I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Absolutely. Take care. All the best to your family. Be very safe in your travels. And we will definitely catch up again and get you on again.
Okay. And we won't get interrupted this time.
Absolutely. That'll be the main thing that we'll try.
Right. Okay.